Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's get this drop. We have exactly 35 minutes until the drop, but we're going to go through a little bit of information on Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four, and why we're seeing a little bit more emphasis on Doctor Doom right now, as well as we're going to touch on tomorrow's drop, Storm from Xmen, like our first final Xmen collectible. This is exciting, and I think it's related to something that's bigger, right? Like all roads are kind of leading kind of towards Black Panther, but it could be actually other overlaps to other Marvel universes as well. And I think Doctor Doom has some ties to it based on some research that I've seen. So let's take a look at the comic first. But good morning, everyone. I see the Audible Collective in here. I see OMI Queen. What's going on? Pinecrest Gouda. Good morning. Tell me why tell me why should I not sell? Are you asking why you should not sell this comic or why you should not sell all your collectibles in general? I hope it's not the latter because everything is shooting up like crazy. The marketplace has been insane. I mean, if you have Disney drops, if you have those golden moment drops, congrats. Like I only have I think 3 or 4 of them, but everyone who just capitalized before everything shot up, before Walt Disney or even got a Walt Disney, you're sitting pretty. Good morning. Good morning. NFT and me, Pinecrest, Christian Velasco, Junior Sanchez. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. We're going to do today's AMA as well. What time is the AMA? I am not doing the AMA, but I know that there is one today. I think it's later on. So I think someone will be covering it. I'll probably be doing highlights afterwards of it. But let's get into this drop. Make sure that you have everything set. As you can see, I've got all mine set. And as I go through stuff, I'm just going to make sure this is already done because during one of the decons, I was like talking to someone and didn't have it lined up and I missed it. I missed it because I didn't have it lined up, which by the way, if you didn't go to DCon, no worries, because it sounds like there will be plenty more events, probably at least maybe 3 or 4 a year that are actually live, maybe. But it sounds like there's going to be another one in Q1 of next year. So I don't know if they've said where it's going to be yet, but it sounds like that's going to be the case. And hold on, let me turn off this so it's not making noise. And so if you didn't make it to DCon, don't worry. Again, you can make it to the next one, which is going to be very exciting. And at DCon, you saw the live AMA. They gave us more answers than we could have ever hoped for. If you saw Real Randy Chavez's stream, I was actually in the background working on the questions for like 2 hours, trying to make sure I got your guys' questions answered. I got my questions answered. I got, the family's questions answered. And we got a lot of good information on that. If you haven't seen the AMA, highly recommend. It sounds like everything is going off very, very soon, which everyone was getting shirts signed and all that, but I did actually get my Veve lamp signed by Trevor, Noah, Alex, and Reese. So I've got 4 of the signatures. Now, wherever the next con is, I just need to go there and hope David, Dan, maybe Al Khan, Jeremy Padower are all there as well. So that way I can complete all of the signatures on my lamp. So while it's shining behind me, I just know that I have a one of one that is going to be all the signatures, unless more people think of the same thing. All right, let's get into this. So Marvel Digital Comics Fantastic Four #5 dropping here in 31 minutes. And there is, of course, blind box format. And this is Fantastic Four #5. And we've seen how successful the other Fantastic Four has done. But this one is unique in the sense that it is Doctor Doom in his very first appearance in a comic. So Doctor Doom is one of the, I'd say he's probably one of the top 10 most well-known, most exciting type of villains in all of Marvel, at least. And that could be, speculative, but I think Doctor Doom is a very sick character and he just looks in general dope. So I think he would be fantastic as an actual collectible in here. But we do have, again, 30,000 that are going to be dropping here in the next 30 minutes for the price of $7. I've sat on like a couple Twitter spaces and some other people are like, oh, like I don't really go for the comics. I'm like, why? Like they're $7 and they, for the most part, hold their value. They're a digital lotto ticket, right? Like even if you got like the least popular comic, which I'm not sure which one it would be, the secret rare, it's going to be a lot higher in value than whatever it is that you spent $7 on. Like I think the cheapest comic secret rare I've ever seen was like $800. So even if you got the bottom of the barrel in terms of comic that came out secret rare, you still made what, over a 100x, which is insane. So it just makes sense. Good morning, Maka. Good morning, Yobs. Oglau. Smells fun. Jesus wept. That is a serious name. Lost Wolf says, hey Taps, I went to DesignerCon on Saturday, but wasn't able to find you and say hi. No, it's okay. Again, I was just talking about how there's going to be another event. So it sounds like it's probably going to be sometime in February or March. So that's only another 3 months away. And so that will hopefully give people more time to plan ahead. I imagine it'll be more like a comic focused one, but we'll see what it is. Maybe even like video games, who knows? But that one will be, I'll probably have a little more advanced. So you can prepare for it. You can come in, we can all meet each other and go after it. But it was great to meet people. I haven't posted all my photos yet, but it was really cool. We had people who were all gathered together doing drops together, and our community is absolutely exciting. Like they're all friendly. They're all very, very just passionate. Like, right? Like they're passionate about being collectors. They're passionate about being investors. And it was so surreal to be able to have a drink with these people, to share a meal with these people, and really just engage as friends and as a community. And it was just awesome. And I can't wait for the next one. All right, let's continue on. Thank you very much for Love Your Design Con interview with the Veve lads, mate. Really appreciate you bringing all the content, buddy. I appreciate you guys for watching all the content. So thank you so much. All right, so as you can see, this is only gonna have 600 secret rares, only 1,050 ultra rares, 30,000 editions, which I like anything that is 10,000 to 30,000 editions over, of course, the 60,000 editions, just because they tend to really hold value the best. But having it tied to Doctor Doom definitely has a lot of value, because Doctor Doom, again, as I said, is a very, very well-known and very much enjoyed villain. And well, yeah. So he is in more than just Fantastic Four, but as we can see, confirmed, it was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. His first debut was in Fantastic Four #5, which is, of course, this comic that is dropping here in 27 minutes. And let's continue on. So what's cool is Doctor Doom has also his own set comics. So it isn't, it isn't just going to be in Fantastic Four, but he does travel into multiple other genres, into other universes in Marvel, as well as has his own comics. I mean, we can see him here with Loki. We can see him here with Kang. And this is the one that I think would be really cool. And as you can see, like everything that Ecomi and Veve does, they keep tearing it up with movies. They keep tearing it up with shows. They keep seeing little things that are kind of building up to overlaps. And so we've seen Kang, and we know that Kang was at the end of Loki. I'm not going to say what happens, the actual show on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen Loki yet, go watch it. Watch it with your Loki gator. Have him chilling there, eating some popcorn with you while you watch. But it was very well done. And Kang the Conqueror is like, I mean, I'm a big fan of Thanos, but like Kang is way more powerful than Thanos. I know they're going to make him way doper than Thanos, and he is about to wreck everything. He's going to make a lot of people happy and a lot of people angry, if you know some of the lore behind Kang. But as you can see, he is in this Doctor Doom comic, and there are plenty of really cool Doctor Doom comics. So I can't wait to see. Yeah, see, look at, he's in Xmen. He's in Loki. He's in Avengers. He just stems so many different multiverses. And that's why I think they're doing this on purpose, is because Doctor Doom to debut in Black Panther 2. And this came out 10 months ago, but it looks like Doctor Doom isn't just tied to Fantastic Four, like I've been saying. it looks like he's probably going to be coming out as a main protagonist or a villain in the Black Panther 2, which is coming out, I believe, in, where was it? Did it say here? I said somewhere else. I think Black Panther 2 is coming in November of next year, I think it was. I'll find it. It's somewhere in here. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe intends to use Doctor Doom as his own character outside of the Fantastic Four franchise to start. He will be appearing in smaller role as the Overlord bad guy, or overall bad guy, pulling the strings in Black Panther 2. We're also told that Doctor Doom's appearance in Black Panther 2 will not just be as Victor, which is Victor Von Doom, but in full Doctor Doom armor. Let's see. The Marvel Cinematic Universe's current plan is to build Doctor Doom as a new Thanos-level threat over numerous Marvel projects. So he's going to be a big protagonist, similar to how we're going to see Kang as a big protagonist. So really excited. Our sources did confirm that Victor Von Doom will eventually meet up with Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm at some point in the future, but not anytime soon, as Marvel Disney's Investor Day revealed. The MCU's Fantastic Four is coming in a live-action film to be directed by Spider-Man's MCU trilogy director John Watts. So it sounds like he will be actually in several movies and in probably several shows in Disney Plus as well. I'm going to continue on to just how many different universes he can go into and how he's going to be introduced into Phase 4. And I've actually covered the different phases of Marvel and how everything is coming in. There's, I think, 5 phases. And so Marvel has been building up a monstrous franchise, and they are nowhere near done. I think it stemmed out to like 2028 or 2030 or something like that. That was a different video. But before I continue on, let's see some of these questions. User says, I'm finally able to afford a Todd, but I don't want to let go of my Mickey hat. Man. So never financial advice, but is the Mickey hat awesome? Yeah. But Todd is the first ever minted NFT on Veve, right? Like if you don't have a Todd, but I think what's going to happen also is everything's hot right now, right? With Disney and the gold moments. The gold moments, I think, will always hold value, but they will fluctuate, right? Like once we get actual, let's say, Mickey Mouse, like you could see some fluctuation on the hat. You could see some fluctuation on Walt and Mickey. You don't know, but they are blue chips. So, and the blue chip is Walt and Mickey, right? So the Mickey hat is high in value right now, but I'm not sure if it's worth more long-term than a Todd. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see. Taps, are you going to use a line gate for this drop, or are you going to straight? So I use a line gate. I don't know how y'all are able to, boom, boom, boom. I don't know how y'all are able to actually do rhythm gate or just time it. If you're able to do that, congrats. I've seen Johnny Dunn do it. I've seen some other content creators do it. I have no idea how you guys are able to do that. All right. Hey, Taps, can you mention the scams that are on OpenSea? Would be nice if everyone would be aware of them. They're offering golden moments on OpenSea, which is, of course, impossible as of now. Cheers. So if you see a Veve collectible in OpenSea, do not buy it. Like, I think people were going this route with like eBay when the marketplace was closed on the early days, and some were able to do it successfully, but a lot got scammed. You can't get these on OpenSea, and it could be people trying to get ahead of it early, and they're like, oh, hey, like I don't have it yet, but actually, no, you can't, right? Because it has to be tied. Like if you purchase it, it then gets immediately sent to you in the smart contract. So do not buy anything Veve in OpenSea. It's not on an Ethereum option yet, which of course Immutable X should be coming this week, according to what they said in the AMA. But yes, thank you for bringing that up. Do not buy any Veve collectibles in OpenSea. I am using a line gate. You should change your names to Taps Wellington, and he changed. So there might be something in the works around that, joking in the near future, but we'll see. All right, so let's continue on, everyone. So Doctor Doom can be introduced in Phase 4. As we know, he is very much tied to the Fantastic Four, but he could be showing up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And there's 10 of these. There's 10 ways that Doctor Doom could show up in other Marvel franchises. And so that's why I wanted you guys to really understand just how important this comic is, just how important Doctor Doom is. And what is popping up over here? Man, I get so many of these stupid Discord crap. It's all like the NFT projects that I'm still into, and they're just spamming, and I can't figure out how to turn them off. But so Doctor Doom is a very important character, and so I really want you guys to focus on any comics he's in. Once we get him as a collectible, I mean, he is an important villain. So he could be facing off, and this is actually one that I do believe he's going to be making a premiere in very soon, and we'll get to that. In Wakanda and Black Panther 2, taking a shot at Hawkeye, which we know that the Hawkeye series on Disney Plus is coming. Getting in Thor's business, making it personal with Ant-Man like he did in the comics. I'm not a huge Ant-Man fan. Like, I understand the need for Ant-Man and the Pym particles and all that, but not a huge fan of the movies personally. I love Doctor Strange, though. Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch needing to team up against his powerful dark arts, appearing in Loki's series and driving him nuts. So I do believe that we could see him also in Loki, which is having a big focus. So I've looked at a couple of the different shows that are coming to Disney Plus, and I remember seeing Armor Wars, and I didn't know what that was. So Armor Wars is going to actually feature War Machine, dealing with his ramifications of Tony Stark's technology falling into the wrong hands. Those wrong hands could easily belong to Doctor Doom. A rivalry between Iron Man and Doctor Doom has continued for decades. So that would be pretty interesting to see him as a main protagonist in Armor Wars, or getting his own Disney Plus series, which I think that would be dope. And I hope they do that because Victor Von Doom's entire story and lore is absolutely awesome. So now tomorrow we're going to see Storm. I love X-Men. Are you guys excited for X-Men? Because I was excited when I saw the comics, but I knew it was just a matter of time until we actually saw the actual collectibles, right? And like, there's going to be blind box format of the Marvel Storm drop. And I paused up right here because when you look at these stupid things, Storm, Queen of Wakanda. So pay attention to the names. If you look in the right corner, they all have different names of the common, the uncommon, the rare, the ultra rare, and the secret rare. So, and then the secret rare, of course, has like the most animation. Let's see. Common is... Okay, blind box format tomorrow morning. Mistress of the Elements, Wind Rider, Queen of Wakanda, Storm Animated, and Storm Ultimate Animated. So this is happening tomorrow, but I wanted to bring this up today because, again, we're talking about Doctor Doom in Black Panther 2 potentially. We're showing this is the first Storm X-Men collectible to be dropped on Veve, and it is touching on her as Wind Rider and Queen of Wakanda. And so I want to highlight that because Storm was originally the rightful ruler of Wakanda. And that is exactly where she comes from. So Storm is a fictional character appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. The character was created by writer Len Wein and artist David Cockrum, first appearing in Giant Size X-Men #1. So that was back in 1975. And that version of Storm was the Queen of Wakanda. So that is exactly her origin side. And she married childhood sweetheart and fellow superhero Black Panther, the ruler of the fictional African nation Wakanda. So again, everything is kind of leading up and being built towards Black Panther 2. Like, it just kind of seems that way, right? So we're getting this version of Storm. We're getting, Doctor Doom emphasis. We're getting more kind of overlap. And so because I saw this version of Storm, which I had some people say this is not their favorite version, like with her hair like that or whatever, but this is the OG version. This is like Storm #1. So this one makes sense, definitely. So she is not, you know, the uncanny X-Men side or the other from the X-Men movie side, but this is the version that we're going to see from Veve first. And again, it is all leading up to what is going to be most likely Black Panther. And it could be Black Panther 2, or it could be the Wakanda Disney Plus series. So it could be either or, but looking at, let's see, where did it say? We know that Chadwick Boseman passed away. Rest in peace. He was an amazing actor and very sad to see. Let's see. Black Panther 2 is on calendar. Sorry, not for November next year, July 8th, 2022. But before that, oh, so November is actually when, yes. So this is actually looking at all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4 full list of release details. And when we look at Shang-Chi, Guardians of the Galaxy, those are all the upcoming movies. Let's look at series. So what if WandaVision? There's another one that showed me the Wakanda series. Am I missing it? Ah, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So this one is saying November 11th, 2022. So, I mean, we've got some mixed dates. So it could be in November, it could be in July. But what we know is that Black Panther 2 in an actual show, the Wakanda series, is coming to Disney Plus, and it sounds like it's happening next year. So they're going to be building up more of the collectibles, most likely, who are going to be tied to this franchise. So we've got, let's see, 14 minutes. But I think we're going to see more and more. We could see Black Panther. We could see more characters and more villains from Black Panther. We could see, what's his name? He has that crazy name. I can't remember his name. The main protagonist in Black Panther. Black Panther villain. Killmonger. Yeah, I couldn't remember that name, but Killmonger was an absolutely dope character in the first one. And I think seeing Killmonger in a collectible form, like, he would be great to collect. There's a lot of really cool characters in Black Panther, but let's get to a couple of your questions. Let's see. Can someone reach out to the team about additional security? So when you say, let's see, securing our accounts, people have a bunch of value there plus future staking. We need additional layer security. This is not enough. So I know that they've said things around KYC before, and I hope that they do either, you know, added levels of 2FA or KYC, because I agree with you. I do think that actually having added layers of security when we're going to be staking, and there is a lot of money in OMI, but also in our collectibles, right? So I do agree with you. And I believe that they're on top of, they've touched on it before, but like, it's been quite some time. So, hey, the AMA is today. So make sure you tune in the AMA and raise your hand right at the bat. So that way you can actually get in there and get after it. So let me get back to here. Where was it? Let me pull up my screen. All right. Oh, what? Mark Eric asks, how do I align gate with an iPhone? So as you can see, I've got my screen up, right? Make sure you're in there. And then as you can see, like, all right, like I'm not on align gate right now. When I click that button, which is going to be where the buy now will pop up, it'll show that coming soon, right? But you have to click OK. So you want to go ahead and align them so you can just jam. I'll make a little bit off. So basically what happens is, as we're getting closer to it, like 1-2 seconds, you just want to and just go for it. So make sure I've got my other one up as well. Oh no. And that was actually a question I did forget to ask, unless I asked him when I was under the influence. I can't remember. But I feel like Reese has confirmed before that using the same account on multiple devices is not an issue. And it's something that I know many people do. I've done it for a while myself. And I like, we can confirm that in the AMA. If he comes out and says like, hey, you can't do that, stop, right? But it isn't botting. It's no issue. I know entire families that use one account and they have, 5 of them or 6 of them all on different devices, and that's how they score. All right, we got 10 minutes left, fam. You got a Secret Rare Lincon skateboard. Haven't delivered since Sunday. Some has heard something about that number 54. I'm still waiting for it. Congrats on getting it. I'm sorry you haven't gotten it yet. I would immediately message the team in any way possible. Make sure you have screenshots. Make sure you show the transaction history, because if you haven't gotten it yet, that's pretty odd unless they're doing something tied to it. But yeah, they accidentally burned those skateboards. I mean, I can't confirm that's true. If that's the case, I would want more than gems personally, but it's up to you. And that's, again, if that's true. TapsTrades, are you a Marvel fan and looking forward to all the future movies coming out? Did you also play Marvel Avengers? I am a Marvel fan. I did not play any of the Marvel Avengers or any of those games, but I've been watching all the Marvel movies since they've come out. And what's funny is I am also a pretty big DC fan. Like, I love Batman, but the newer movies have been absolute trash. Like, and I'm sorry if you like them, but I'm personally not a fan of them. And of the DC movies, I wish they would just do a little bit better or do a little bit less CGI in them. Like, I was so excited for Batman versus Superman. And then when I saw it, I was just like, oh man. Like, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor was just, he was too wimpy of a Lex Luthor and like too over the top. And the CGI in it, and it was just bad. And so I was pretty disappointed in DC. But Marvel has been killing just about everything they do. If you guys watched Hitmonkey yet, Hitmonkey is, I was watching it again last night, and I get sucked into it. It's like Archer meets Kill Bill. Like Kill Bill violence in like the actual way that they drew it is really cool. It's very anime-esque, but it still has those Archer elements. Like, it's funny and like they kind of move similar. It's a great show. Highly recommend it. I'm excited that I have one of the Hitmonkey comics. All right, let's continue on with you have to buy 2 secret rares this weekend of Storm. Dude, Storm looks so sick. Oh man, I'm so excited for Storm. I actually I had an extra ultra rare Eternal, and I sold that yesterday. Literally, I saw Storm and I was like, I need gems. And so I sold my second ultra rare Eternal that I had, and I sold a second Ecto, which I bought originally for like, I want to say like 60 gems or something like that. And then I sold it for 118 gems yesterday. And I bought that originally as a part of the flip challenge, which I think everyone kind of forgot about, but it was to encourage people to flip, make money, get gems. And I sold both of those just to get more gems to be in prep for this. I need that secret rare so bad. Will I get it? Probably not. To date, after, I guess it's been March, I guess still, yeah, it's 8 months. I've never gotten a secret rare on a drop. Hopefully I can do it with Storm, but it's going to be a tough one, fam. We've got 6 minutes to go. Can my line get ready? All right. Oh yeah, thank you, Maka. If you can help me by, I didn't even think to ask that earlier. I just got into it, just went right into the information. But if you guys can hit that like button, I would appreciate it. It does well for the channel. It brings more homies in here if they are doing the drop alone. We don't do drops alone anymore, right? We've got several content creators who do these drops, do them live with you. And I think it just gives another element of, I could just be doing this by myself, trying to, get this drop. And I before I started streaming myself, I would hop on Randy Chavez or Johnny Dunn's or Veve Vaults, or I would hop into theirs because it was more fun to do it as a group, right? You'd see who won, and then you see who'd be angry that they lost, which was usually me. And so please hit that like button. It supports the channel and it gets more homies involved in the drops. Was there a video on Hitmonkey? Yeah, he rolls with Howard the Duck and a bunch of other like not well-known characters as well. So I didn't do a video on Hitmonkey. I meant to do the drop, and then a bunch of stuff. I actually made a thumbnail for it, and then like a bunch of things came up and I couldn't do it. I was too busy with work stuff, but someone should do a video on him. I would recommend probably like the Comic Way or Comics and Crypto, because they're like the comic guys, right? So I think them doing that would be probably more valuable than someone like myself. But Hitmonkey's dope, and if you don't have one, I recommend that you hold that comic, especially since it's such a low mint. Taps, do you have any thoughts on the people not getting the Secret skateboard yet? I just found out about it in this stream, so I do think that should be addressed. I think that they should be messaging the team and bring it up in the AMA today. Like, that should be the first and foremost thing that you do, right? Ooh, Sandbox Alpha NFT. I just saw a video on that last night. Watch Crypto Stash's new video about it. All right, we've got 4 minutes to go, fam. Unrelated OMI question. Will CoinMac? Yeah, I don't know if they're going to actually update the circulating supply. Like, I noticed that it's kind of all over the place. It's not accurate. I don't know. We'll see. Any new news on OMI collectible sales as yet? I'd love to have more OMI, but don't have the money. Oh, you mean MTL? So that should be coming out this week. But again, you know, they confirmed everything is coming this week, and here we are on Friday. Which, hey, happy Friday! Man, this week has flown by. Like, after DCon, I felt sick. Like, I had a couple days where I was just not good. I was very tired, very beat. Had the post con crud, I think is what Randy called it. And so it's been a full week of not a lot of news, right? Because we've been having these drops, but they should be giving us something in this AMA or some news this weekend. So the week is not over until Sunday in my eyes. So hopefully they're dropping that OMI utility article. We've got 3 minutes. Hopefully they're dropping the MTL article. Hopefully we're going to actually see phase 3 of Immutable X, but let's see. These comics are going up in value day by day as Veve continues to bring people in the app. Even the commons are up in value. I can't wait the next couple of weeks look like in the market. I agree. So again, when you see Veve, it's always like a teeter-totter, a shift in value, right? Because the collectibles shot up with Disney, right? And the comics were really, really cheap. I saw people buying secret rare comics for very, very undervalued. And now we're starting to see them climb again. And that's how it works, is the comics will go up in value, and then the collectibles will be kind of like average or like down, and then it'll flip-flop. So use that knowledge to kind of play the market to your, like, of course you want all the collectibles, of course you want all the comics, but they're going to be there. Like, they could go up more, but most likely they're going to retrace. So like, I just got the Loki Gator secret rare during the Disney drops, and I got him for $875. And now he's back up to, I think, like 1.3 or something. But I knew I wanted him and I didn't get him on the drop. So I was waiting for him to drop down. All right, we've got 1 minute and 11 seconds. Let's get this drop, and good luck to all. I guess I should probably like change it back to today's drop. I'm just so excited for Xmen. I'm just so excited. Batman fans unite. All right, we've got 50 seconds. Howard the Duck would be a great NFT. I agree. I like that he had a quick cameo in the, which one was it? It was the Guardians of the Galaxy. All right. I'm going to come off screen so I can get a little closer to my rig. I have to have it plugged in so you guys can see. Oh, I guess you guys should see, huh? All right. Good luck, fam. Ooh, here we go. Good luck, Maka. Good luck, Cy, Pinecrest, Brian. Let's get this. No. Struck out. You know what's crazy is I succeeded all the time on comics, but I think the last one that I missed on, so I missed on Hitmonkey, but Hitmonkey was only what, 10K, but the 30Ks, like there was what, the Hulk, there was Kang. Kang was the only one that I missed on, and all of the other 30K editions I've been able to score, and this is the first one that I missed on. That's how incredibly competitive this is. So let's see. Daniel got him. Congrats, Daniel. Good job. I'm trying for a rebound now. So, man, I actually really liked the blind box format for collectibles over the comics, because what you see is when you're going for the comics on the rebound, you have to scroll down. But what I've noticed is for collectible rebounds, it actually has the whole screen and you're just able to like click, 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 and it makes it so much easier. But on these ones, you have to scroll down. It's a whole added step, and it is much harder to get rebounds this way. All right, let's see if we can do it, fam. Let's get me this drop. I want Dr. Doom. No luck. It's at 2 minutes, and that's usually at the 2-minute mark where all those failed captchas come in. I've gotten lucky once at 8:04 where it was like a double failed captcha, and I don't know if that's a bot getting busted or what, but I think I just struck out on this one. This, man, I think part of the problem is I just need to do maybe one device. I've noticed that when I try on 2 devices, I usually don't succeed on both. But if I just focus on one, sometimes I have better luck that way. Nope. Not seeing a rebound. Oh, man. Well, I struck out, so I'll be buying this in the secondary. It just sucks when you miss on these because, again, they're digital lottery tickets, right? So if you get one, then you have a chance at a secret rare. And this is one that if you got a secret rare, it should do pretty well because, again, it is the first appearance of Dr. Doom. So to those who got it, congrats. I'm jealous. Maka, you were going for the rebound. Did you get it? I just failed. Man, didn't get one with 30K editions. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like there has to be on the bigger collectible drops around like 200,000 or so plus who are going for it at any given time. But even during these comics, like over 100,000 or 150,000, like people know that it's maybe even more than 200,000. Like maybe more people go for the comics because they're only $7, right? So it's like maybe a majority, or like, I don't know, it can't be a majority, but let's say a third or half of the total users go for comics because time zones, but they know it's $7. So go for it and get it. But it is that difficult now to where there are plenty of people who strike out on 30,000 editions dropped. Pinecrest got one. Congrats. Europe, I want to get my first comics. No luck. To be honest, this app sucks. So if it's your first comic, I'm guessing you're kind of new. It's not the app. It's that why you're striking out. If you're not using a line gate, which if you haven't seen yet how to do a line gate, you line up. Well, it's now sold out, but you line that button up with the cancel out button and then just jam it. And that is probably going to make you more successful in drops. It isn't that the app sucks. It's that it's so popular that there are hundreds of thousands of people going for the same drop. So even though there are 30,000 editions, it's only $7. So you're competing with everyone else who knows the same exact technique and are going for the drop. So what I would say is like the UI of the app does need some updating, but I mean, $7 you can double your money, you can triple your money, you can 5x your money, you can 100x your money if you get the secret rare. I would say the app doesn't suck. I would say it's a great way to make money, which we have been doing. So good luck on future drops, my friend. Got 2. Oh man, cryptocurrency Scarface, you're killing me, bro. What was your technique? What worked for you? Are you just timing it? Are you using a line gate? I'm curious. Did you get a rebound as well, or did you have 2 devices? Could not even get an app. I would make sure you're in earlier than later. I'm usually hopping in like 10 minutes to 20 minutes early. Congrats, Obi-Wan Dahomey, aka Beskar Batman. I was able to score one on the rebound. Let's go. Congrats. Got one pending to Tosh. Congrats. Rebound. Really? Well done. What time is it? Yeah, it's way past rebound time. Probably should have kept going for it. I love seeing people get rebounds because people don't really realize that rebounds are one of the best ways to I've probably gotten about now in the course of since rebounds have been a thing, which have been really since I think May or June, probably June, I'd say I've gotten probably about 6 rebounds. And so I always try for them. I know people have gotten more. I know people have gotten less. I know some people have not gotten any. It's about quickness and just going in and out of that screen. And then some people also just refresh it. But I've done the in and out technique and it's worked for me. Looks like, no, Mock, you didn't get it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Didn't get it either. There'll be more drops. Got one, and so did my friend. Congrats. I bet one of my buddies on my bowling league is all about OMI and Veve now. Like, I think I shared this before, but I was listening in and hearing him talk to someone else in the bowling league and talk about, oh yeah, like you buy OMI and like Bit4X and spot account and like look at my collectibles. And I was just like, oh, I'm so proud. Like he's all about it now. And so I bet he got one. He's had better luck than me on the Disney drop. So I'll see if he got this. Let's see. What's a good price secondary for each rarity? It depends on each comic, right? Like it'll come into the app and in the marketplace, like there could be some FOMO initially because it's Dr. Doom. I haven't had a coffee yet. Sorry for the yawn. It could go up and then it could go back down and then it could go back up again. That's usually what we see with some of the comics. And I imagine that's when so what my thing is, I'm not buying like a secret rare of this. I'm not going to drop, a couple grand. What I would guess is this comic secret rare will probably hit the app in, let's see, it's 30K, probably around 3.5 to 5K, somewhere around there for a secret rare. I would say this is one to hold on to personally. I think this should be at least an 8K comic to maybe like 10K because it's 30,000. It's the first appearance of Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is going to have a big play if you're just now tuning in the wider Marvel universe. And so as the lore comes more and we understand more about Dr. Doom and the overall Marvel cinematic universe, it's going to go up in value like all things, right? So I would say it's one to hold on to, and then you could sell it at a much higher price once we see more of Dr. Doom in Black Panther, in probably Loki, and other Marvel franchises. Let's see. Nothing for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Omi Queen. Your ping time is 200 milliseconds. Oh, man. That's high ping. I'm sorry. Let's see. I got one. Not a bot. Very high number, but wait to see the rarity. Congrats. Find your stay. And that's the thing too. Like, is it truly luck? Is it tied to ping? I know that I got more when I have a better device, but I was using an iPhone 8 back in the day and it worked. I got plenty of drops, but I do think that some of the ping does help with like the actual timer or like it being as more concise. I'm not sure, but we've seen some people who have killer ping and they just nail every drop. So that's why I do believe that it is a lot of luck because that fraction of where your finger is at that perfect moment is what's going to separate you from the other hundreds of thousands. But I do believe ping does play into factor as well. 21 MS, congrats. Align gate, one device. Yeah, one device, you got two? Then you must have gotten a rebound as well. Congrats. Use a line gate and use two devices, only got one. That's usually been my technique too, and I usually also only get one. I used two as well and got nothing. I've noticed that too. It's because people know about them. Like for a while, like I've had people comment, they're like, why are you letting people know about these techniques? Like this was our thing. And I'm like, yeah, we could be selfish. And of course we want all the drops. We want all the secret information. And we usually have it for probably about 2 weeks. And then everyone catches on. So it's like, even if I didn't share it, someone else will. And we all want to win together, right? Like hopefully, and I'm going for Storm. I'll be streaming Storm probably tomorrow as well, because I'm so excited for it. And that one, I'm only using one device. I'm going to be jamming as hard as I can on my cell phone to try and get Storm, because I'm just so freaking excited for Storm that it is. Oh man, she's so dope. I need the secret rare, or at least the ultra rare, right? Like, because the ultra rare is still animated, but the secret rare animated is going to do very well. Because like when you think about how well the secret rare Spider-Man has done, how well the secret rare Captain America has done, like Storm's the first collectible X-Men that we're seeing on the app. So she's our first like true collectible. We've seen X-Men comics, but she is the first X-Men, and she's a powerful female character, right? Like she is the Queen of Wakanda coming on to Veve. So do not sleep on this drop. The secret rare, if I'm able to hop in the app and see that it's like selling for like 1.5, I'll probably buy it. But it will go up to probably around, I think people will sleep on it for a little bit, kind of like they did Disney and Walt. It'll probably be up to about 2.5 or 3, because Captain America is selling for what I think now 2.3 or 2.4, but it's not even FA. And it's the Captain, right? Like it's Cap. But this is the first X-Men. It's Storm. It's Queen of Wakanda. And we're going to be seeing her character popping up in Black Panther 2 and have a lot more emphasis on her. So do not miss this drop tomorrow. Hopefully you get a secret. Hopefully you get an ultra rare, one of the two or both if you're trying multiple devices. So let's continue on. Taps, how the rebound work? Will the sold out button become buy now again? Yes. So when you're, thanks for asking, DD Jr. So I no longer have the buy now button. So I've heard that people do it this way, where they just go up and they refresh. And this is my iPad, so it isn't as cool or as fast as my cell phone, which does that. But what I do is I go out, I go back in, and then I scroll down, and then I click that button. So what'll happen is it'll be a flash. It'll just turn into buy now as you're going in and out. And that's your chance to get it again. And if you get it, then that is the rebound, right? So if you're able to do that, congrats. It is very, very hard. I think, like I said earlier, I've gotten about like 5 or 6 ever. And it is getting more difficult because everyone knows about it now, right? Like the first one I remember getting was, I believe I got the golden Cthulhu. So when that happened back during San Diego Comic-Con in June or July, and I was going in doing it, and then I saw it, clicked it, and I got it. But you're doing that against everyone else. Everyone knows about rebounds, and I know that too because I was at Designer Con, and everyone would do the drop together, and they'd be like, all right, no one talk to me. Hold on, I'm going for rebound. And so everyone knows about the rebound technique. So make sure you practice it and try for at least 2 to 4 minutes, sometimes longer if it is a heavy drop. If that happens, if you think that there's an issue with your timer being off, exit the app, reload it, and then go back in. Like just exit it and then reload it, because, and I usually do that to start. Like I'll open it and then I'll just close it out anyways, and then reopen it again, because I want that timer to be exact. So sometimes there's a bit of a lag. And so usually just hopping in and out of it again does reset it. Yeah, if you see something like that when you're hopping on my stream or someone else's stream, make sure that you just reset it before you actually get to drop time. Got a rebound. Congrats. Rebounds are my only hope at this point, right? Like It's just so crazy to be able to nail anything. Let's see. So slow rebounds are majority of my win. One on rebound. Wow, congrats, guys. You are crushing the rebound game. Secondary market. Here I come. Here I come too. Brendan, no. Brendan, you missed the drop. Go back and watch some of this video, Brendan, because Doctor Doom is going to be a much bigger character coming into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you do not want to miss him. And of course, we haven't seen the collectible of him yet, but seeing Storm hop into it with being the Queen of Wakanda, I think we will start to see some more characters from the upcoming Black Panther 2 movie, which will probably be, of course, Doctor Doom is going to be a main protagonist, as well as some other characters coming, Black Panther himself, which we're touched on. But, I'm curious to see who's going to be the new actor that plays him, since Chadwick Boseman passed away, which sucks because he was amazing. Randy Chavez, what's up, Rumi? So those don't know, we were rooming together at DCon. Randy is as sweet in person as he is on his streams. He is awesome. We hung out the whole trip, and I can't wait to see him at the next trip. Randy, how'd you do? Did you get one? Will there be more comic drops? Yeah, I think there's gonna be more comic drops pretty much every week or every other week for the unforeseen future. You know how many comics there are? Like, think about how many different types of comics. We haven't even seen things outside of Marvel yet, right? Like DC comics, Star Wars comics. Trying to think. We can even see graphic novels, right? Like we could see what's the main graphic novel that I'm thinking about? I'm thinking like, I can't remember why I'm not remembering the name. I'm thinking like Rorschach, and yeah, but so there are a lot of ways that we could see. And then digital manga, like when anime comes, digital manga is made for Veve. So I can't wait for those days. But yeah, we'll continue to see comics drop, where I don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon. We will continue to see more of these digital lottery tickets just being dropped every single week, most likely. Let's see. Eric Tell got one on Rebound. Man, you guys are killing the rebounds. What about Daredevil taps? So you're asking about the comic? I don't remember if that's done well. I think someone said that it should do well based on the original comic, but I'm not too familiar with Daredevil, so I can't really speak to it. I would ask Comics and Crypto, or I would ask the Comic Way. What works for me is jumping into the buy now page as late as possible. I jump in with 7 to 8 seconds left, align and spam. That's what has had the best result. Really? What happens if there's lag, right? Like during Disney Drop, if you had done that, you probably would have missed it. So I've never heard that being successful, but hey, everyone has a technique, right? So there's always more being developed. So you never know. I use Line Gate every time, and I usually score on every comic drop. I always get a common, but I always get one besides now the past two. I didn't get Hit Monkey, and I didn't get, or actually, no, sorry. There was one between Hit Monkey and this one, right? What was it? It was, oh no, yeah, I've missed the last two. I did get Spider-Man. I've gotten the Avengers, Red Wolf. I got Eternals. I've got one of every single comic so far. Oh, you guys don't see what I'm looking at. Sorry about that. So I have one of every single comic. I do need to buy this one now in the secondary, but I usually score during the drop on every comic. So it sucks that I missed this one. It sucks that I missed Hit Monkey. But I will be buying. I just want to hold one of every comic. Like, I have some commons, I have some uncommons. I think I have some rares. I think I sold my ultra rares. The comics are awesome if you have a secret or an ultra rare. I sold my ultra rare early, which was dumb. I think I had an ultra rare of Journey into the Mystery, and I think I had an ultra rare of the original Fantastic Four 1. And I sold them early before they popped off. And man, did I learn my lesson. Yes. It says 20 seconds. So I'm more comfortable with 20 seconds. Maybe I'll try the next one. Okay, you did a line gate. So it looks, and you did it with, was it effective? If it was effective, I mean, that's awesome to hear. It's definitely, it works for most. Like, I know, I would say if you were to do like a poll, I would say probably 60%, maybe 70% of people do a line gate, and then the other 30 to 40% just watch and click. They do rhythm gate, or they have their own kind of like little technique. But a line gate is the most used that I've seen from a majority of people. Now she's Top Killer asks, is she actually the Queen of Wakanda, or is it just a name? What is it, a name? Yeah, she actually is the OG original Queen of Wakanda. Queen of Wakanda. Storm, this is back in 1975 from Giant Size Xmen #1. I touched on this earlier in the video, but her original noble alias was Aurora Ikadi T'Challa. So she married her childhood sweetheart and fellow superhero Black Panther, the ruler of the fictional African nation of Wakanda. She is the OG Queen of Wakanda. So hopefully that answers your question. Some people really don't like the way she looks. It's because she's this version. So there will be probably multiple versions of Storm, but this is the OG version. I would not miss out on it just because you think she's ugly. Shout out to the super chat for E Street. Just want to say thank you for your great work. Much appreciated. Keep on racking the Veve OMI world ×3. Thanks, E Street. I appreciate you and appreciate you guys for being here. And please hit that like button. Again, people, I know we're in all different time zones. Like, some people still want to watch these things, get the information. So I know a lot of people watch these streams later on. So if you can hit that like button, it allows people to know more about the video. It allows people to be excited to get some of the information. Maybe they'll be seeing more of Dr. Doom into, again, Black Panther 2, which we've touched on in this video. Let's see. How much is the Storm drop? I don't think they've said yet, right? Let's see where Veve Digital Collectibles. My computer's running real slow. I usually have a very fast computer. I don't know what's going on. I need to restart it. I usually don't restart my computer very often. And I probably got some stuff to delete. Let's see. I don't see if they've released the actual... Wow. Wait, what? Is this every single... Oh, this is just a collection. I really hope they do another Veve art show. I did the first one with Yabu and Kyle Wilson and a few others, and it was Staying Alpha, and it was absolutely awesome. But this is really cool to see. Is this every single one in order? No, it's not in order. Wait, going down? No, it's not. So I was like, this would be so. That would be one thing that I really hope someone puts together is. Hopefully, like, we can, like, every single drop that's happened, like, in picture format, right? Like, I want to see something like that. And just looking at how many brands also have been announced, right? Like, we've seen so many brands and licenses that have not come to fruition yet. So I would love to see an exact list, and maybe I'll do it. Like, I like lists, so maybe I'll do that. Is list every single brand that we've seen announced or a emblem of, but have not actually seen in the app yet. That's pretty cool to see, though. So, yeah, it looks like, to answer your question, they have not yet revealed just how many Storms we'll be seeing, what the cost will be. It's blind box format, so I'm betting it'll be probably about $60 or $90 or $100. I'm going to guess 90, but we'll see, because they're all pretty dope, and they're very well rendered. Maga says, it would have been pretty funny watching everyone at DCon stopping to go for a drop. Dude, it was literally like mid-conversations around the booth. Like, I mean, like deep conversations. Like, and then they'd be like, guys, there's 10 more minutes. So we'll pick up where we left off. And then, like, literally everyone, like, most of us went outside because the Wi-Fi was kind of like just so overwhelmed there. So we would all go outside, or someone would stay inside, but conversations would just end, because we knew it was game time, and it was hilarious to see. So yeah, it was pretty cool being at DCon, participating in drops with the whole fam at the same time. Congrats to Smells Fun. Got one on the drop, waiting to get it. Let's see. Marketplace should be open the next probably 6 to 9 minutes. So that'll be where I buy mine. Hello, welcome. if it's freezing your buy now button, it might be because you have an older device. That would happen with my iPhone 8 before I moved to iPhone 13. And if that's the case, don't spam the buy now button until literally like the last second or two. And that should not have it freeze. So I've noticed that if I was like doing it for about 5 seconds or more, it would freeze it. So if you have an older device, do it at like the last second or two. What's rhythm gate? Rhythm gate is basically where you literally time it with the zero. So it goes 1 second, and then you'd have like a fraction of a second afterwards. And so you're literally going like 5 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 0 Mississippi, and then boom. And I can't do it. I've tried, and I would recommend watching Johnny Dunn for that because he's very good at it. That's what's been effective for him, and he snags most stuff. So I don't know how they do it though. Maybe if you have like a musical background or you're a DJ, like that's more effective for you, but everyone has different ways. So I'm going to try. What sucks is I've tried live streaming the AMAs before, and for whatever reason, my sound doesn't connect. So like when I play something on my computer, like you guys can't hear that, right? If you can hear that, let me know. But if I don't stream it, then I think probably Cavell or some other people will stream it. Probably Poor Man Printing, probably Johnny Dunn. You can hear it? Don't mess with me. You can hear that? What? Oh man, that's awesome to know. So then, yeah, maybe I will stream it. Maybe I figured it out. Hopefully it works when I go into it. Maybe it was some weird setting. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, I'm going to try and stream it then tonight. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for letting me know. So yeah, I'll be streaming the AMA then later on today. Let's see. Heard we can hear it loud and clear. I appreciate it, guys. That's awesome. IMX token surging. Oh, you know what? So I'm going to let you guys know. So all 137 of you, thanks for hopping on the stream. And I'm going to let you guys know something that's coming soon. And you can spread the word. But what I'm going to be doing, and the reason why this just hit my brain now is I think at like a little over 15,000 subs, and it's been surreal. Like I love every single one of you guys. I appreciate the support that you guys bring. I appreciate every time you hit that like button and just watch my videos. I put a lot of work into them. When I get to 20,000, which I imagine will be probably in a month or so, I'm going to be starting a Discord that is going to be private. It will have an entry price just because it'll keep bots out, and because I'm going to be putting a lot of my focus into it. I do a lot of crypto trading. I do a lot of stock trading, and I get a lot of questions to the point where like I get, probably about 500 notifications every single day on Twitter. I get tons of messages on Telegram, and I'm not bragging in any way at all. I'm just telling you what it is. And it's very hard to be able to respond to everyone. So I'll be eventually starting this Discord, and I'll be posting my moves when I do them, right? So if you want to see when I got into Mutable X, the token, I actually got into it at $3.52. I wasn't able to do the ICO because I'm in the US and I couldn't figure out how to make it work with my VPN. Nothing was playing nice with me. Man, my Wi-Fi is really slow right now. But I got into it, not SparkPoint. Let's go IMX. So I got into this at 352 and I've already doubled my money. So I got into this right before DCon. So in 2 weeks, I've pretty much doubled my money. I think it was over $7 at one point. And for those of you who don't know, I mean, Mutable X, the IMX token, when you think about how well Immutable X is doing with the NFTs, which have shot up like the Moody Crows and all those, we know that Veve's coming to Immutable X. Like the ecosystem is just growing substantially. Like it has Illuvium, it has Guild of Guardians, it has Veve, it has Tom Bilyeu's project, it has Superfarm. It is building out an amazing ecosystem, and it's going to continue to build. So it just makes sense to build or to invest in Immutable X, in my opinion, not financial advice. But think of if you had got into Solana, like super, super early. Think if you got into Polkadot super, super early before their ecosystems bloomed. And that's what's going to happen with Immutable X. So what happened is, let's see, I guess, yeah, about 10 days ago, I got in right here, 350, right around here. So on the 9th is when it was around 352, and that's when I invested, and it did shoot up all the way to is over $7 at one point. So literally in the course of, and I think that was, let's go 1 month. Yeah, so literally 2 days later, I could have sold, it would have been an amazing swing trade. I could have doubled my money in 2 days. And Immutable X has been up around that $7 mark, kind of trending up and down, but there's a lot more to come. So good question. When you ask why it surged, it's because they keep creating more projects and it's going to continue to. So I'm a big fan of Immutable X. I have been well before they announced it. I played, the Gods Unchained, and I do think it's going to continue to be super special. And there's been, I have some tokens that have 500x. With Cardano, I bought it at 13 cents and it went all the way to $3. And so I've had some pretty amazing plays that have been outside of OMI, and I've had some pretty, and I have some, I haven't sold a single OMI, and I won't until it is very, very much higher. But I've had some also very much success in NFT plays as well. So I will eventually be creating that Discord and letting everyone know. And I highly recommend you guys join. If you're a fan of what I do and you're a fan of making money, I will be posting my moves in there, as well as communing with people, right? Just having a first, conversation. If you're kind of curious, oh, hey, like, should I go for this drop? And like things like that, just alpha knowledge, I think will be great as a community that we can build out and have a close conversation in. So look for that coming probably in the next month. And thanks to everyone for hopped in here. Oh, nice. You got 205 IMX and 400 gods. Well done. Happy to see some of the early Gods Unchained players. Sounds like smooth jazz. I'm happy to hear my volume's working. Yes, I will be probably streaming the AMA then. Piano man. All right, everyone. So it is Friday, 8:32. So it is, what time is the AMA? Before I get going, let's find out. If you guys haven't seen this yet, go watch this, please. Congrats to NFT Pirates, Chad, for hopping on with Lewis Morgan, who is the owner and CEO of Gymshark, who literally became a Veve fan user like a few days. And then he was like, I need to talk to this guy. He knows his stuff on the collectibles, which he very much does. So Chad kills this entire hour-long interview, and it was amazing to see someone who's this prolific and well-known jumping into the space. He's a big fan of Veve. And Chad did an amazing conversation, just answering all the questions and doing a great job. All right, let's see. Where is I know that someone filmed this, and I should be getting a copy of it soon. See if there's any gems in there. Where's the AMA? I remember them announcing it. Maybe it was on Veve's. That's the hardest part, is that there's two different Twitters and you can't ever remember which one it was. Wait, am I on Veve's? Oh, man. Yep. It's because it's on Ecomi's. All right. Or was it on Veve's? Who even knows? It was on Veve's then. So the AMA is today. They'll be announcing it again on a post. So even if I don't find it, then does anyone know when it is? 5 p.m. Central. So that is what? Is that 4 p.m. Pacific Standard and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard? Or is it 3 p.m. Pacific? We'll find out. Friday at 3 p.m. So I'm guessing that's Pacific Standard. Yeah. So it's 3 p.m. So it's telling me here, set reminder for 3 p.m. So that's Pacific Standard, 3 p.m. today, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. If you are not in the US, then apologies, I don't know your time zone, but that is when the AMA will be today. So I will probably be streaming it. If not, then I'll be hopping in someone else's stream. But if I am, then hop back in the stream. I love the support, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap up my Friday. And I hope you all have a wonderful Friday. I'll see you in a couple hours. Hope you were able to grab a drop. Oh, and the marketplace is open. So let's see what the cost is for the, I'm probably just going to buy a common, but you can go for what you want. Let's see what the secret rare is, though. I think that'd be pretty cool. Comic selling pretty cheap. I just saw one for like 16. There it is. It's selling for 2.9 was what the floor I saw. I bet you could probably get it cheaper, but someone asked earlier and I said it would probably be around 2.5 to 3K. And it looks like it's around 3K now. So called it right. This comic, in my opinion, should be roughly about 5 to 8K. And I think it'll go up in value as more information comes out on Doctor Doom that we saw in this video. So if you're a Doctor Doom fan, tell people about this video. They can understand more about how we're going to see him probably in Black Panther 2, how we're probably going to see him in Loki's universe as well as possibly some others. So we went all over it in the beginning. If you're just now tuning in, hop back to the beginning of this video and you will see more information on Doctor Doom and the Queen of Wakanda Storm in this video. But I'll be streaming probably again today on the AMA, and I'll be streaming tomorrow morning for the Queen of Wakanda Storm drop. We'll be going to Xmen. I might be showing some pretty cool charts as well. I had a little more time for tomorrow, so let's get into it tomorrow. And happy Friday, y'all. Appreciate you guys for hopping in, and hopefully I'll see you in a few hours. So happy collecting. See you in the secondary, and cheers.